Good evening, guys. Welcome to the Friday night quiz on Toffee TV. There is going to be 5 rounds, 50 questions. First round will be Everton, if you know your history. Second round will be TV. Third round will be name the player in the picture. Fourth round will be movies. Fifth round will be the Merseyside derby. 10 questions about the Merseyside derby. So hopefully we will not get any interference from the bots like we did when we tried this last time. Hopefully. So if you want to get involved, you need the KAHOOT app. And you need the PIN code 883969. Just going to allow the room to fill up a little bit. Hopefully get a few more people in for the quiz. Make sure before we start that you have your battery charger. That's the first thing. You have a drink. So don't forget, the way we do it is the questions will appear on the video and you will answer on the app, on the KAHOOT app. Because of the delay, the time delay, which is about 30 seconds, 40 seconds, you will see you will see the symbols come up on the app before you see the question. Don't answer it. Just wait till it comes up, and then you'll have about 25 seconds to answer it. But it will run out on the app before it runs out on the screen. The pin is 883969. It's in the description for the video. So you will watch the video and you will answer on your phone. That's how it's done. And as long as no bots get in, we'll be all right. So just make sure you've got your battery charger. Make sure you've got a drink. Make sure you know your Everton history. Make sure you know your movies. Make sure you know your TV. So you should be able to see the PIN code on your screen right now. Hopefully, we won't get any bots. Fingers crossed. They'll leave us alone and we can just play our quiz. So don't forget, first one. First one is, I'm just looking at some of the names of the people involved. First round is if you know your history. Second round is TV. Third round is the picture round, name the Everton player. Third round is movies. And the fifth round is Merseyside derby. So don't forget, you will see the question about 20 seconds, 30 seconds after it pops up on the app, the answer button. So just wait till it pops, so you see the question. And you'll only have about 20 seconds to answer. So make sure you get your answer nice and quick. No cheating. No going on Google. The faster you answer as well, the more points you get. And hopefully the bots will not destroy us, because that's what done it in last time. It was the bots. And if you've already played on Patreon today, don't play again, because you know the answers. So that's just cheating, isn't it? At the end of the day, that's just cheating. Okay, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes just to see if more people want to come in. The pin is on the screen. If you want the pin, it's on the screen. Baz does love John Moss, you're right. Let me know how you're getting on in the comments during it as well. Don't give the answers away in the comments, but let me know where you are. I only see the top 5, so I don't know where anyone is. So let me know how you're getting on, how you're finding the quiz. Let's get the funky music on. I'm going to change that music. Let's see what we can change it to. Bit of trance. Evening, AJ, who's currently in lockdown in Bristol. That's the this is the music from the game. This is not like something I'm listening to. This is the music from the game. Right. Someone said they're not normally able to see the answers. The answers will be on the screen, on YouTube, on the video, on this video that I'm making right now. That's how you see the answers. You do not see them. You do not see them on your phone. You see them on the video. That's the only way to see them. They're not on your phone. They're on this video. Bit of funk. That's how it works. You have to watch the video. You watch the video. You see the questions. You give the answer on your phone, on the app. The app is like the buzzer. It is like a buzzer on a game show. Someone's definitely going to have to remix this. I'm going to start in 3 minutes. I'm going to give it 3 minutes. You've got 3 minutes to get your drinks, get your snacks, go to the toilet, get your charger, whatever you need to do, you've got 3 minutes to. I'm really hoping that people are playing this on the big telly in their house, surrounded by their family and not their friends, obviously, you're not allowed friends. And you've all got the app each, and you're all having a go as a family. That's how I envisage this. This is Friday night entertainment. That's how I'm thinking of it. Right, you've got 2 minutes. Starting in 2 minutes. Let me know in the comments where you're watching this, what you're doing, who've you got with you. Let me know. 5 rounds. The first round is if you know your history. The second round is TV. The third round is name the Everton player. The fourth round is movies. The fifth round is Merseyside Derby. AJ, if you want to dance to these tunes, you dance, mate. No one's watching, no one's judging. For all you know, I am here naked dancing to these tunes. You'll never know. You'll never know any different. Everton 1813 is on his PC at his dad's. Okay. 1 minute warning. 1 minute warning. Let's change that music up a little bit. Fawlty is unfortunately self-isolating in St. Helens. Well, we've all got to self-isolate somewhere. It's essentially just the same tune, isn't it? It's just the same tune. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. Here we go. The Friday night pub quiz, question 1 coming up. What is Everton's record win? Is it 9-2? Is it 10-2? Is it 11-2? Is it 12-2? Hello, Cam. Good to have you on, mate. Christopher self-isolating in Castleford. Steve Kelly in the front room, bottle of wine, box of Pringles. That's life. That's living your best life. Get your answers in. Get them in quick. Quickly get them in. Even if you don't know it, have a guess. Get the guesses in. Come on. Don't forget, don't be looking at the timer on the screen. It means nothing. Get the answers in as quick as possible. There is a time delay on this video. There we go. 27, you've got it right. It was 11-2. I believe it was against Derby County. 27, you got that right. Stockport Toffee, straight in there. Here we go. Question 2. Who did Everton beat when they won their first FA Cup? Was it Newcastle? Was it Middlesbrough? Was it Sunderland? Was it Darlington? Josh is chilling with chicken wings. Nice one, Josh. So the delay is about 20 seconds. So when it comes up 20 seconds on your screen, your app will go off. If you haven't answered it by then, it will be declared wrong. Adam is bored at home in Lincolnshire. Well, I hope this is helping you. Olsen is playing with my Chelsea fan mate. Okay. Ian Clark's on his Todd and Prescott. Okay, the answer was... It was Newcastle. 28 of you knew that. It was Newcastle. Well done. Stockport Toffee. Still up there. Still up there leading the way. Question 3. Who is Everton's youngest ever scorer? I expect you all to get this. Was it Wayne Rooney, Tommy Lawton, James Vaughan, Adam Tyrett? Who was he? Joe is in Oxford in the RAF house full of Reds. Oh, no, mate. Patrick's in Dublin on his Todd. Anthony's in the house with his dog, Dixie. Keep your comments coming in, guys. I want to know where you are, what you're doing. John says, I'm watching it on my iPhone and just downloaded the app. Well, you're going to have to, John Chadwick, you're going to have to put that screen on, cast it to a telly or something, mate, because it ain't going to work otherwise. One of the little plans we've got, I'll tell you in a minute. James Vaughan was the answer. 49 if you got that right. James Vaughan against Crystal Palace. A 4-0 victory. Mikel Arteta scored in the same game. A great free kick as well. Stockport Toffee leading the way. One little idea we've got for this as well is to maybe in the future get a Zoom going as well. Maybe getting some people who are watching it on Zoom, who are playing it, and get them on Zoom so we can speak to them. Macca's on. He's got it on the telly and he's on his bill. Okay, question 4. Who scored twice for Everton in the 1966 FA Cup final? Was it Derek Temple? Was it Mike Chabilko? Was it Fred Pickering? Was it Ray Wilson? James Dunlop is chilling, having a couple of bottles of San Miguel. Why not, mate? Why not? Why wouldn't you? Cameron says, looking forward to coming in, mate. Well, Cameron, you will be able to come in our studio, mate, as soon as we are all back to normal. Happy to have you in. Mark Redmond, have to see the question, then go away in Kahoot. Can't you get it, Mark, so it's on your telly or something? That's... Can't you cast it to your telly, or can't you just get it on your telly? YouTube's available everywhere now. Come on. Samuel's on his bill, saving lives. Good man. Good man. Okay. The answer is, of course, Mike Chabilko, and 34 of you knew that was right. 22 of you went for Derek Temple, who, of course, scored the other goal. Fred Pickering didn't even play. He was out for that game. Okay, Stockport Toffee knows his history so far. In 1978, who did Bob Latchford score his 30th goal against? Was it Chelsea? Was it Manchester City? Was it QPR? Was it Fulham? Keres and Darryl are in Preston. Good to have you. Lee says, having a beer in Apeldoorn in the Netherlands. Keep up the good work. Cheers, Lee. Great stuff. Tom says he's chilling on his own, eating pick and mix. A lot of people on their own. I'm glad I'm keeping you company. I really am. I'm glad I've given you something to do. Good stuff. Was this Chelsea, Man City, QPR or Fulham? Who was it? Who was there? Who remembers it? Let me know in the comments. Were you there? Were you at this game? Okay. Bob Latchford scored his 30th goal against Chelsea. 33 if you got that right. In fact, he scored his 29th and his 30th in a 6-0 win. He didn't score for in the last 10 minutes. I think he got the goals. There you go. James Dunlop says, apart from the first one, I'm doing good and I'm only 22. Well, it's about knowing your history. Alan and Toffee dawning into the top 5. Well done. Stockport Toffee still in there. Top of the tree. Bill Kenwright in 3rd. Nice one, Bill. Who was Marco Silva's first signing? Nice and easy. Nice recent one this for you. Was it Richarlison? Was it Luca Dean? Was it João Virginia? Was it Bernard? Nice and easy one this. Come on. Should be dead easy. Martin's in Dublin in the living room. Glenn is in Barnsbury, London, just been for a 7.5k run. Now going to ruin it by ordering a pizza and some Ben and Jerry's. What's your favourite ice cream, Ped? I like Ben and Jerry's. A bit of everything, to be honest, mate. The answer, of course, was for Charleston, which is the first signing just ahead of Jow, Virginia. Well done to the 58 of you who got that right. Stockport Toffee still in the lead. Good stuff from Mike in second place. Seventh question. In the 1995 semi-final, who did Daniel AMOKACHI replace? Of course, he brought himself onto the pitch, basically. Was it Duncan Ferguson? Was it Graham Stewart? Was it Anders Limpar? Or was it Paul Rideout? Samuel is having Haagen-Dazs, pralines and cream. Amazing stuff. Glenn, going back to you eating the... ruining what you've just done. You shouldn't think of it like that. You should think having the run is allowing you to have pizza and ice cream. That's the way you should look at it, I think. Take the positives out of it. So was it Duncan Ferguson, Graham Stewart, Anders Limpar, or Paul Rideout? And the answer was, of course, it was Paul Rideout. 39 if you knew it was Paul Rideout. Well done if you knew that. Stockport Toffee is absolutely bossing it, but don't forget, he might not know anything about TV. He might not know anything about movies. Dunlop, 1878, is up into the top 5. Walshies is. Toffee Dawn's up to 3rd. Mike still in 2nd. Marco, 1878, has gone up 17 places. Well done. Question 8. Who scored the last goal in David Moyes' Everton reign? Was it Kevin Morales? Was it Stephen Naismith? Was it Fellaini? Or was it Yelovich? Diane King is in Great Harwood on her own. JB says, what's your favourite 80s player, Ped? Oof. Do you know what? Probably like Peter Reid, I'd imagine. Cameron, are you playing Red Dead 2 and the quiz, or just Red Dead 2? I'd be interested to know. I mean, there's no wrong answers in that, but if you could play both, that'd be amazing. Okay, so the answer was Stephen Naismith, away at Chelsea on the last game of the season. Kevin Morales had scored 2 the week before against West Ham, but Stephen Naismith scored the last goal of David Moyes' reign. 31 of you's got that right. Mike has took the lead. He is now top from Stockport Toffee. Well done. Dunlop. James up to 3rd. James, didn't you play on the patron quiz before? Just asking. Just asking. Question 9. Who did Tom Davies make his Everton debut against? Was it Stoke City? Was it Norwich City? Was it Sunderland? Or was it Chelsea? Jonathan, hi. Tom says, what are your favourite pick and mix sweets, Ped? Oh, anything, mate. Honestly, I've got a terrible sweet tooth. Terrible. I will eat anything. Anything. Lee says, you pronounced it fine. Apple Dawn. Love watching your vids, lads. Don't hear many Scouse accents around here. Go to Amsterdam, mate. You'll hear loads of Scouse accents. And Cameron says, just on Red Dead Redemption 2, as was having my tea when the quiz started, playing with from the video, though. Fair enough, mate. The pin, if you want to join, the pin is 883969. It's in the description for this video if you want to join. Okay. Who did Tom Davies make his Everton debut against? It was, of course, Norwich City. It was the last game of the season when David Unsworth took charge. I think we won 3-1. And Tom played in that 36 and knew that was right. Okay. Dunlop gone up to second. Something very suspicious about that. James never showed that kind of intelligence before. Billy Bingham doing tremendously well up to fifth. The last question of the round. Who was the last English player to wear the number 7 jersey? Was it Vinnie Samways? Was it Mark Ward? Was it Marcus Bent? Was it Yannick Bolasie? Joe says he's playing Footy Manager with the 85-86 team database, bossing the league. Brilliant. So you should. Okay, the answer to that was Marcus Bent. He was the last Everton English player to wear the number 7. 55 of you got that right. Well done. The first round. We are moving on to the TV round now. I'm going to give you a minute in case you need to grab a drink or go to the toilet. I'll give you a minute. Let's just have a look at some of the comments. Jonathan says, would you have Max Aarons at Everton? Yes, I would. Glenn Watson says, Vinnie Samway's not heard that name in years. There you go. Just said it. Tom says, Ped, would you and Baz ever do a Champ Manager 0102 season with Everton as it's free to download? To be honest, Tom, I'm not massively into Championship Manager. I played it a little bit, but it's not something I'm into because I haven't got time to get into it. Into all the details. It's not something I like. And then when you play a game, you're basically just handing it over to the computer. So if you haven't got into all the little details, yeah, it's not. We just like playing like Pez, essentially. So that's what we like doing. Okay. Let's move on to round 2. Round 2 is TV. This could separate the people involved here. James Dunlop says Marcus Bent, underrated forward. And Jonathan says, stay safe, Ped. You and your family, thank you very much. I will. I'm determined to stay safe. I really am. I'm determined. Like all of us should be. Right, let's move on. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Is advice regularly given on which UK TV show? Is it The Crystal Maze? Is it The IT Crowd? Is it The In-Betweeners? Is it Friday Night Dinner? Don't forget, if you do not know the answer, just throw a guess in as quick as you can. The quicker you answer it, the more points you got. It keeps the cheats at bay from going on Google. Okay, so the answer was The IT Crowd. 62 of you got that right. No problems at all. Matt Jones says he's having a beer. I'm having a beer. I'll have a beer in a minute, mate, when it's done. Samurai Duma says definitely some internet searches going on here. Well, you know, I can't stop anyone from doing that. But we'll do what we can. Mike is still in the lead from Dunlop 1878. Shutty is back with an answer streak of 3. Well done. Right, next question. What was the flight number in Lost? So the flight was, it was oceanic flight, but what was the number of the flight? Was it 815? Was it 715? Was it 850? Was it 750? Tom, I did see that HBO had made some shows available, but to be honest, I think we get most of those shows anyway on Sky Atlantic. So, and I've seen most of them anyway, I think. What was the flight number on Lost? This is gonna... Have a guess if you don't know. Have a guess. And stop Googling. It's just cheating. It's just cheating, innit? Just cheating. The answer was 815, and 38 of you got that right. Well done. Well done. Okay, Mike's still top. Stockport Toffee fighting back. The Walshies are in the top 5. Lee, I've started to watch Tiger King. I think I'm 2 episodes in. It's mad. It's mad, but good. Okay. Ike is the brother of which South Park character? Is it Stan? Is it Cartman? Is it Kenny? Or is it Kyle? Okay. Stan, Cartman, Kenny or Kyle? Who is it? Okay, the answer, of course, was Kyle, and 42 of you knew that. Well done if you knew that. Moving on. Dunlop has gone top. Billy Bingham is back in the top 5. Well done. Here we go. Question 14. Who played the title character in Blackadder? Was it Hugh Laurie? Was it Rowan Atkinson? Was it Tony Robinson? Or was it Stephen Fry? Classic British situation comedy. Blackadder Goes Forth has got to be one of the best and most emotional comedy shows ever. The series was set in World War One, and the last ever episode they went over the top, and a very sad end. James says never got into South Park, but somehow I guessed it right. I mean, James, you might not got into South Park, but you certainly got into Google. Okay. The answer, of course, was Rowan Atkinson. 65 of you got that right. No problems. But how's that affected the lead? Dunlop still winning. Bill Kenwright is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Joe, I'm just winding James up a little bit because he's currently winning. Who is Judith's father in The Walking Dead? Is it Shane? Is it Rick? Is it Herschel? Is it Glenn? Be as quick as you can. If you don't know it, just guess as quick as you can and see what happens. Because if you get it right, you'll get more points, and that's what it's all about. Points don't make prizes. James, are you sure? I'm sure you're a patron, aren't you, James? If you're not, why aren't you a patron? That's the big question. The big question is why aren't more of you patrons? I mean, it's There's videos galore over there. You won't be bored at all. Okay, was it Shane? Was it Rick? Was it Herschel? Was it Glenn? The answer is Shane. The answer is Shane. A lot of people said Rick. 26 of you said Rick, but it is Shane. It has been revealed quite recently that Shane, who was having a dabble with Rick's missus when Rick was in a coma, his best mate, of course, and then Rick shot him after he became a zombie. Very, very mixed, you know, a very strange affair amongst the three of them. Yeah, it was Shane. Well done to the 14. How's that affected? Mike has gone top. Shutty's gone to third. Dutch Lee Mack has got 3 in a row. Mark, bloody hellped, I didn't go to Oxbridge, mate. Talk about hard questions. They're only hard if you don't know them. They're easy if you know them. Listen, these are just a mixed bag. You either know them or you don't. Who married Bernadette in The Big Bang Theory? Was it Leonard? Was it Howard? Was it Raj? Was it Sheldon? Who married Bernadette? I wrote the questions. That's who wrote the questions. I wrote the questions. The answer was Howard. 48 of you got that right. Well done. Dunlop 1878 has gone back to the top. Well done, James. Marshy is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Which Monty Python star co-wrote and co-starred in Fawlty Towers? Was it Michael Palin? Was it Terry Gilliam? Was it John Cleese? Was it Eric Idle? Don't forget, if you want to take part and you're not currently playing and you want the pin, it's 883969. Just get involved. Joe Fairfield's in 11th place. No problem, Joe. You can still get up that leader table. Okay, so the answer was, of course, John Cleese. 62 of you knew that. Well done. Top 5 has remained the same. No change there. Pretty easy one, that. In Breaking Bad, which of these is an alias of Walter White? Is it Volta? Is it Einstein? Is it Heisenberg? Or is it Bohr? Breaking Bad. I mean, is everyone watched Breaking Bad? If you haven't, this is a great chance to watch it. Fantastic show. Suppose this is a great time to watch anything you've not managed to watch and always wanted to. Thomas Jones is stuck in 30th. Come on, Thomas, you can get yourself up there. Plenty more rounds to go. The answer to which of these is an alias for Walter White was Heisenberg. 62 of you got that right. Well done. Blue Steel has got an answer streak of 3. Well done. Well done. In Only Fools and Horses, who regularly states this time next year we'll be millionaires? Is it Del Boy? Is it Uncle Albert? Is it Grandad? Is it Rodney? Pretty simple, this one, I'd say. Classic British sitcom. Probably the greatest for a lot of people. Jonathan, what was Bernard's comment about the rumour of him leaving? I haven't seen that. I'd heard the rumour of it. JB on the street says, only know the Everton answers. I've slipped back. Well, that's why it's a pub quiz, isn't it? It's a mixed bag. Testing all your knowledge here. The answer was Del Boy, of course. 61 of you knew that. And Mike has gone back to the top. Well done, Mike. Okay, the last question of the TV round. In Game of Thrones, what is the punishment for deserting the Night's Watch? Is it battle to the death with Gregor Clegane? Is it castration? Is it death? Is it imprisonment? James Dunlop saying, Only Fools and Horses will never be beaten, in my opinion, as it's the best sitcom. Okay. Steve, the next Nerd Social will be out next week. We didn't do one this week because there was just a real lack of news. So we just left it a week. Jonathan said, Bernard said it's a lie. It's right, Bernard. Okay, so the answer was death. The punishment for deserting the Night's Watch. Okay, that is the end of the TV round. Mike still in the lead. Just over, well, just under 1,100 points clear of Dunlop 1878. Shutty in third place. Stockport Toffee in fourth. And Northants Blue in fifth. 12 players lost their answer streak of 4 there. Okay, the next round is who is the Everton player in the picture. So, dead simple. Look at the picture. It's 4 options. Tell me who the player is. There we go. Name the Everton player. Is it Ian Turner? Is it Paul Gerrard? Is it Steve Simonson? Is it Jason Keaton? Joe Fairfield says he's in 8th place, creeping up. Thomas said he's playing with his dad. Brilliant stuff. Getting all the family involved. That's what I like to see. The answer was, of course, Ian Turner. 53 of you knew that. Mr. Blue is up to 5th place. Well done, Mr. Blue. Question 2 of Name the Player round. Name the player. Is it Matt Jackson? Is it Paul Holmes? Is it Tony Thomas? Is it Brett Angel? Ian Cole, the game pin is 8, 8, 3, 9, 6, 9. It's in the code is also in the description to this video. Christopher Tree says, with the family, but my lad supports Bolton. Unlucky. Anthony says, class Friday evening entertainment. Cheers, Ped. Thank you. JB says, brought my girlfriend in for a general knowledge, so I'll climb back up the table. Now going for Euro spot. Well done. Who is that Everton player? It is, of course, Paul Holmes. 41 of you knew that. Well done. Sharpie 9 is into the top 5. Steve says, having a cold Moretti with some Papa John's and playing the quiz. That sounds like an amazing Friday night. Name the Everton player. Is it Terry Phelan, John O'Connor, Gavin McCann, John O'Kane? 4 absolute legends of the late 90s. Joe Fairfield says he's on the board now in 5th. See? Climbing up. Oh, what a feeling. Terry Phelan, John O'Connor, Gavin McCann, John O'Kane. If you don't know it, just guess. Just have a little guess. The answer was John O'Kane, 35. You got that right. Well done. Oof. Big movement. Stockport Toffee in 3rd. Sharpie 9 in 4th. And Billy Bingham is in 5th place. Well done. Okay. Name the Everton player. Just name the Everton player. Just name them. Just name the Everton player. Is that Gareth Farrelly? Is it John Oster? Is it Mitch Ward? Or is it John Spencer? Who is it? I'll tell you one thing. I love that kit. I love that kit. That was a kit that was like it was the 3rd kit. It was the 3rd kit, but also the training kit. The short. I still got those shorts. They had this like little 1-to-1 thing on them as well. It's a bit float. I mean, it looks a bit floaty, doesn't it? It looks like a 90, but still, I think a great kit. Don't be answering the questions in the comments, please. So the answer was Gareth Farrelly, 53. If you knew that, well done. Mike still top. Sharpie's moved up to 2nd. Northants Blue is back in the top 5. Here we go. Name the Everton player. Is that Slaven Bilic? Is that Marco Materazzi? Is that Mikel Madar? Or is that Oliver Decor? Who is it? Steve says he's been binge watching old episodes of Fantasy Football by Deal and Skinner. I used to watch it every week, mate. It was the only thing on at the time, football related, that was like funny. It was brilliant. And if you think of it, it was almost like the start of like fan football, fan TV, wasn't it? Instead of putting the answers in the comments, put them in the app. Jonathan Ped, have you spoke to Mark Goldbridge before? Yes, I have. I've met Mark Goldbridge. He's a nice lad. Okay, so the answer was Marco Materazzi, 59 if you knew that. Well done. Sharpie has gone top. Stockport Toffee is now in 2nd. Mike has dropped to 3rd. Unbelievable. Good stuff. Here we go. Name the Everton player. We're halfway through the quiz. I have watched the English game, yes. Who is this Everton player wearing another delightful 3rd kit? What a beautiful 3rd kit. Is it Mark Ward, Billy Kenny, Robert Varshica or Kenny Sansom. Luke, yes, I've watched the English game, and yesterday we interviewed one of the writers who is an Evertonian. So that'll be on the channel next week. Shane, you can answer through the app. There's an app, mate, called the KAHOOT app. You have to get the app and you have to put the pin in it, and that's how you answer. Great third kit that. I was at that game, Aston Villa away. Got beat 2-1. But that kit is delightful. Absolutely delightful. And there you go. Kenny Sansom, 47, you got that right. Made his debut for Everton against Tottenham and scored. We got beat. And then in that game against Villa, won the penalty. And we got beat. So there you go. Sharpie still top. Dunlop, 1878, moves up to third place. Kajam Man up to fifth. Well done. Name the Everton player. Is it Philip Senderos? Is it Richard Dunn? Is it John Heitinger? Is it Malan Fellaini? I was at this game as well. Away at Wigan. We won 1-0 thanks to a Tim Cahill header. I love that kit as well. That's a great kit, that. I played at Goodison in that kit as well. Mark, we have always had good kits. Jonathan, he might have shaved his head. For all that, you know, that could be... he could have shaved his head, couldn't he? That he could be. That could have been the day Malan Fellaini shaved his head. It wasn't. It was Philip Senderos, 62, if you knew that. Okay, top 5 remains the same. Keisha, man, has answered 20 in a row. Unbelievable. Name the Everton player. Is it Neil MacDonald? Is it John Ebrell? Is it Pat Nevin? Is it Mike Milligan? I was at this game as well. This was away to Southampton. Second Premier League season. We won. 2-0, I think. We won our first 3 games that season, and I was convinced we were going to win the league. And then we lost our next 3 games. The Salmon away kit is amazing. I'll have no one criticise the Salmon away kit. It's amazing. Okay, what anyone says. So was it Neil MacDonald? Was it John Ebrell? Was it Pat Nevin? Was it Mike Milligan? Kieran says we never lost a game in that black and pink kit. There you go. Knowledge. There you go. 56, you got it right. It was John Ebrell. Well done. Shutty is up to 5th. Robbie Rhino has got 3 in a row. Well done. Okay, name the Everton player. Is that Marcus Bent? Is that Joseph Yobo? Is that James Vaughan? Is that Matteo Ferrari? Who is that? Who is he? Who is he? Tell me, I want to know. I need to know who it is. I mean, I already know because I've hit the quiz, but, you know. Who are you? Do, 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 do. I really want to know. Okay, so the answer was Matteo Ferrari. 42 if you got that right. Well done. James Dunlop says, me dad says that Dell is the worst ground he's ever been to. Mark Jones says, Ped, what was your first match at Goodison? I don't remember my first match. Honestly don't. And Mark says, just finished listening to the Everton British 11 pod. Was a great listen. I would have had Joe Parkinson ahead of Don Hutch. Was one of my favourite players from that era. Yeah, but Joe Parkinson's English. Don Hutchinson's Scottish. So you'd have to have got rid of an English player, wouldn't you? That's how... See, you can't just say you'd swap one for another if they're not from the same country. Okay, the top 5 remains the same. Northants Blue is on a winning streak of 3. Well done. Here we go. Last question of the round. Name the Everton player. Is it Anderson Silva de Franco? Is it Rodrigo? Is it Ibrahim Said? Is it Segundo Castillo? Who the hell is that? Who the hell is that? David says, mine was Southampton, home 84, just after the Milk Cup final. That was it. That was his first game. It was around the end of 85, I would imagine. The 85 season. I think my dad just dragged me to a game. And so I don't know if he even knows. The answer was Anderson Silva de Franco. 35, you got that right. Well done. That is the end of the round. Let's see what the standings are. Stockport Toffee is roared back. He set the pace early on and now he's back at the end of round 3. The Walshies are in 5th place. 5 players have hit an answer streak of 7. Luke says some of these players show how much dross we had under Moyes. I think what it was that Moyes just went after players, some players on loan and brought in free transfers, and some of them didn't make it and some of them did. But for everyone like Anderson De Silva, you got a Pienaar, didn't you? Or Thomas Jonas says that's a blast from the past, and James says I love that kit from 07-08. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is the movie round. Special Agent James Bond works for which Secret Service agency? Is it MI6? Is it MI5? Is it QPR? Is it the Secret Service? Special Agent James Bond works for which Secret Service agency? Mark Jones says he saw the Toffee smash Arsenal 6. Happy days. The answer was, of course, MI6. 40 went for MI5. MI5 is the branch of government of spies that works within the UK. The MI6 is the one that works outside the UK. There you go. Let's see how that affects people. Pedlove's Gilfie is in the top 5. Tremendous news. Tremendous. Jonathan, no, there are no phone cases on the Toffee TV website. Maybe that's something we'll look into. Lee says, any chance of a toilet break? Well, maybe at the end of this round. We'll do a very quick break. Okay. What is the name of Captain Jack Sparrow's ship? Is it the Jolly Roger? Is it the Mary Rose? Is it the Black Pearl? Is it the Marauder? Neil says, do you think the Yak gets enough credit from us fans? We go on about Lukaku a lot, but Yak was better all-round player for me. The Yak was incredible. Incredible player. And I'm sure he doesn't get enough credit. Joe says the streak is over. James says, imagine if it was QPR. Have a poster him with Les Ferdinand in the background. David says MFI. The Human Toad says thoughts on The Last of Us 2 getting delayed. Wounded, absolutely wounded, but what can you do? If it's not finished and the people can't go to work, then what can you do? Everything. I've just seen the Disney slate's been pushed back for like 6 months. I don't give a monkeys about footy. When they start messing with Marvel, then you know it's bad. 66, if you got it right, it was the Black Pearl. Jack Sparrow, of course, from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Stockport Toffee. Just in the lead. It's very close at the top, though. The top 5, there's only 2,000 between them. Couple of questions between them. Joe says Lukaku all day. What is the name of the boy who finds the last golden ticket in Willy Wonka? Was it Charlie Harper? Was it Mike TV? Was it Charlie McGee? Or was it Charlie Bucket? The answer, of course, was Charlie Bucket. 53 of you got that right. Well done. Classic film. Okay, Sharpie 9 has gone top. Mike has gone second. Ped loves Gilfie has a streak of 10 correct answers in a row. Well done. Well done. Ghostbusters 2 has been pushed back. Everything's been pushed back, but they've literally just announced that the Marvel films are just going to be... Everything's getting pushed back 6 months. And that'll mean the Disney Plus shows as well. I'm again... Wounded. Right, next question. In Donnie Darko, what type of animal is his imaginary friend Frank? Is it a bunny? Is it a spider? Is it a hamster? Is it a dog? Great film, Donnie Darko, and a fantastic soundtrack. Neil says, be happy if I finished in the top 25 here, currently in 41st place. And JB says, do you reckon Klopp would be in the top 5 if he played the quiz peg? No, you can't use Lance Armstrong's magic juice in this. You just can't do it. Unless it made your fingers faster to get to Google in time. Which maybe it does, I don't know. Can't comment, it's just speculation. Okay, so the answer was a bunny. Well done to everyone who got that right. Spooky man bunny. Ped loves Gilfie's up to 4th. I Hate Copites is the highest climber, up 5 places. Okay, what did Forrest Gump's mother say life was like? Was it a handful of roses? Was it a bathtub full of shrimp? Was it a box of chocolates? Or was it magic legs? Neil says, Donnie Darko, what a film. I could watch that anytime. Killing Moon, great. It is a great soundtrack. James Dunlop says, Neil, you've got a chance making it, man. Okay, so what did Forrest Gump's mother say life was like? A box of chocolates. It was like a box of chocolates. That's a box of chocolates. 70 if you got that right. That was very easy. Mike back on top. Well done. Fanta Scruff is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Well done, Fanta Scruff. Well done indeed. Okay, what planet was Star Wars Han Solo born on? Was it Bespin? Was it Naboo? Was it Corellia? Or was it Yavin? Full-on nerds question. But how many of you are nerds? How many of you are going to get this right? Jonathan says, favourite Star Wars film and favourite character? And he's the favourite character. Bespin, Naboo, Corellia, Yavin. Yavin a laugh, aren't you? Okay, so the answer was Han Solo was born on Corellia. 32 if you got that right. Well done. Well done. But what's that done to the table? Nothing. Top 5. Doesn't look like anyone. A couple of you got it right. Luke S is back in the game. He's got 3 in a row. Who's the very first boxer that Rocky Balboa beats in Rocky? Is it Spider Rico? Is it Apollo Creed? Is it Terrible Terry Bollea? Is it Irish Danny Davis? Neil loved the Ewoks on Star Wars. Jonathan, my favourite Star Wars film would... I don't know, it'd either be... Well, it's Empire Strikes Back, clearly. Favourite character... probably Darth Vader. Although, listen, I'm into, like, the cartoons and everything. Jonathan's is Palpatine. I'm into, like, the cartoons and everything. The Mandalorian is incredible. Ahsoka Tano in Clone Wars is brilliant as well. Like, the films are just the tip of the iceberg for me. I love all the other stuff. The Mandalorian's amazing. And when Ahsoka Tano gets into it and people get to learn who she is, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Okay, so Rocky Balboa beat Spider Rico. 20 of you got that right. 33 of you went for Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed was the last fight, and he didn't even win it. Like, he had to beat a couple of people to get a fight against it. It's not like the new Creed films. You know, he didn't just get a shot at the title, and he didn't even win the title, did he? Didn't even win it. He got beat. Shutty is up to 4th. Jay Harless making a comeback with 3 in a row. Okay. What was Tom Hanks' character called in Saving Private Ryan? Was it Captain Malcolm Reynolds? Was it Captain John Miller? Was it Captain Benjamin Sisko? Was it Captain Jonas Grumby? Ryan says he's never seen Star Wars. I mean, what have you done with your life? That's all I can say. Come on, we're getting to the business end of things here now. Mark Jones says Rocky beats Kenny Dalglish. Fair enough. I don't know where and when that took place, but happy days. Well done to that. Jonathan says I'd say Star Wars is the best franchise. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. One of my top 3. Jack says gonna get back to installing Arch Linux whilst listening, of course. Oh, okay. I mean, whatever that actually means. Okay, the answer was Captain John Miller. 44 of you got that right. Sharpie back on top. Okay. Who was the villain in Spider-Man Homecoming? Was it Venom? Was it Doc Ock? Was it Vulture? Was it Green Goblin? Who was the villain in Spider-Man Homecoming? Ian Clark's just dropped out of the top 20. Devastated for you. Lee says never trust anyone who's never seen Star Wars. I'm going to agree with you there, mate. Like, certainly, like if someone brought the your daughter brought her fella home and he was like, he was a red and he hadn't seen Star Wars, I'd just be like, get out my house now before I get a bat. Essentially. Okay, who was the villain in Spider-Man Homecoming? It was, of course, Vulture. 29 of you knew that. Well done. But how's that changed the table? Cajun Man's back into the top 5. Walshy's in done 3 in a row. Okay, this is the last question of the movie round. Wonder Woman first appeared in which DC movie? Was it Man of Steel? Was it Wonder Woman? Was it Aquaman? Was it Batman versus Superman? Dawn of Justice for the full title. This is your last movie question. Make it count. I don't know how you'd make it count. I mean, you either know it or you don't know it. Okay. Wonder Woman first appeared in which DC movie? The answer was Batman vs Superman. 39 of you knew that was right. Okay. Wilkie is making a comeback with 3 in a row, but it's still Sharpie at the top. There's not much between him and Mike. Carrie Ann got 10 out of 10 in that round. Well done. Michael said, just completed The Evil Within on PS4. Decent game if you're into horror games. Thank you for that. Well done, Carrie Ann. Brilliant. 10 out of 10. Good stuff. Okay, final round. Let's just go into it. Let's just do it. Let's just get it done. No breaks. Let's just smash this. Who is the only Everton keeper to save a penalty in the derby? These are all derby questions. Was it Neville Southall? Was it Nigel Martin? Was it Tim Howard? Was it Gordon West? Lee McMahon says, is it bad that I am better at general knowledge than the Everton questions? Yes, it is. It is. That's really bad. Neville Southall, Nigel Martin, Tim Howard, Gordon West. Who is the only Everton goalkeeper to save a penalty in the derby? Who? Who is the only Everton keeper to save a pen in the derby? You'd expect it to be Neville Southall. You'd expect it to be Nigel Martin. You'd expect it to be Tim Howard, because that's who it is. Tim Howard, 36, you got that right. Michael, I'm not into horror films, mate. Don't like them. Don't like them at all. Okay. Mike is got a answer streak of 16, but is currently in second place. The Walshies and Cajun Man are into the top 5. Here we go. Who scored our last derby goal in the old First Division and our first derby goal in the Premier League? Was it Peter Beardsley? Was it Mo Johnston? Was it Dave Watson? Was it Tony Cottee? Mark Jones says Ped the Owl. There you go. John says my first Everton home game was against Aston Villa. What year? Who scored our last derby goal in the old First Division and our first derby goal in the Premier League? See, this is the business end now. The questions in the comments have started drying up. The banter is gone. It's all about getting your heads down and getting this right. The answer was... Oh, hang on. The answer was Mo Johnson. I thought it broke for a minute there. The answer was Mo Johnson, 17. Have you got that right? Well done. AJ, can you give my Mrs. Jeanette a shout-out, ped, even if her dad is a red? Hello, Jeanette. I'm sorry you had a terrible upbringing as your dad was a red. Good evening. James Dunlop says, mine was Sheffield United 2006 with Arteta scoring the only header I can think he ever scored. There you go. Sharpie, 9. Still winning. Well done. Okay. Who was the only player to score in the 99 to play in the 99 Derby win and in the next Derby win in 04? So, who was the only player to play in the 99 Derby win and the next Derby win in 04? Was it David Weir? Was it Alan Stubbs? Was it Kevin Campbell? Was it Pistone? Jack says his first game was in Watford in 87. There you go. He was the only player to play in the 99 Derby win and the next Derby win in 04. Weir, Stubbs, Campbell or Pistone? Which one was it? It was David Weir, and 35 of you got that right. Well done. Oof, Mike has gone top. Cajun Man up to third. Sharpie now in second place. They are neck and neck. There's like 110 points between them. Very little. There's a question in it. Players from which country featured on both sides for the first time in December 2016? Ian Clark says he's 3 times now he's pressed the wrong screen. Don't do that. Okay, so players from which country featured on both sides for the first time in December 2016? Was it Holland? Was it France? Was it Senegal? Or was it Belgium? Holland, France, Senegal, Belgium. Players from which country featured on both sides for the first time in December 2016? The answer was Senegal. It was Idrissa Gana Gueye and it was Sadio Mane. There you go. 36 of you got that right. Well done. Mike, oh, he's extended his lead at the top. Well done. Lee says, my wife Renee thinks I'm being sad doing this, but she is the one sitting there reading the Twilight book. Can you point this out to her, please? Yeah, Renee, sado, reading books. Whoever got anything from reading? And if you're going to read vampires or have anything to do with vampires, the only place you look for vampires is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. None of this sparkly vampire nonsense. Pfft. And Joe says, first game Man United at home, 86-87. There you go, well done. Peter said, found my old Game Boy today. Has been playing Pokemon all day. Brilliant. I found my old PS Doodah. What's it called? The little one. Can't remember what it's called. The other day as well. PSP. That's it. Okay. Here we go. Last 6 questions. Which Irishman became the youngest Everton player to start at Goodison in 1997 at Derby? Was it Gareth Farrelly? Was it Richard Dunn? Was it Seamus Coleman? Was it Kevin Kilbane? 4 Irish legends. But which one of them was the youngest Everton player to start at Goodison? Who was it? Doop, 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 doop. Okay. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer was Richard Dunn. 43 if you got that right. Well done. Jeff Linton. Yeah. Gonna see Jeff Linton in London. He's up 5 places. Yeah. As ever, you are a Nats testicle. Mike's back to the top, and that won't mean anything to you unless you watch Bob Mortar's videos. Well, she's up to 4th. Have a cup of choo-choo on me. Okay, which was the first overseas country to provide 2 different Everton scorers in the same derby? Was it Sweden? Was it Nigeria? Was it Belgium? Was it Spain? Which one was it? Which one was it? Yep. Going to the brain factory. A few of you look like you're struggling on this one. I think some of you might have just give up. Feels that way. Feels like some of you have just give up. Okay, the answer is Belgium. 39 if you got that right. It was Romelu Lukaku and Kevin Morales, and they scored in the 3-3 draw at Goodison Park. Belgium was the answer. Okay, Mike at the top has extended his lead. He's about just under 3,000 points. That's like 3 questions. Sharpie 9's got a big ass. Cajun man. And Walshy and Schulte, they are off the pace. But let's see what happens. Question 47. Who was the only sub-goalkeeper used by Everton in the derby? Was it Paul Gerrard? Was it Bobby Mims? Was it Richard Wright? Was it Joe Robles? Luke says, this is great to watch in my isolation inspirational station. Yeah, you're right, Luke, yeah. And Joe says, second place, chasing. Keep going, Joe. Yeah. Luke, have a cup of choo-choo on me. As ever, you are a adult monkey. Yeah. Okay, there is the only sub-keeper used by Everton in a derby. It was Joel Robles. 26, he got that right. He came on for Stecklenburg. I think it was like the last time we lost the derby. Goodison, wasn't it, when Sadio Mane scored? Yeah. Okay. Table says the same. Cajun man is chasing though. He's chasing. Sharpie, have you got enough? Game Station Rugby for Life, okay. And Luke will do call. Yeah. Of all the players who played for both sides, who made the most derby appearances? Is it Steve McMahon? Is it Peter Beardsley? Is it Gary Ablett? Or is it Dave Hickson? John says, I can't wait until I can watch a match at Goodison. And Game Station is pushing that game, Rugby for Life. He's pushing it. He's pushing that. He's loving it. Of all the players who played for both sides, who made the most derby appearances? Was it Steve McMahon, Gary Ablett, Peter Beardsley, Dave Hickson? Yeah. Like Jaws music, this. Okay, so the answer was Steve McMahon. Only 9 of you got that right. What will that do to the scores? 26, you thought it was Gary Ablett. What will that do to the scores? Dunlop, James, he's back into the top 5. Nothing has changed at the top. Mike is still over 3,000 points clear. That could be big enough to win him, to take the win. Question 49. In 1995, which player became the first to appear in both teams in derbies in the Premier League? The first to appear for both teams in derbies in the Premier League. Lee McMahon says, I'm actually Lee McMahon. My dad told me Steve is some sort of relation, but don't know what. Okay. You don't really want him to be a relation, do you? Let's be honest. You don't want him to be a relation. So, is it Gary Ablett, Nick Barmby, David Burrows, or Sander Westerveld? Sander Westerveld? Come on, use your heads. Think about it. Think about it. Go through the process. Think about it. Okay. Who is the right answer? Okay, so the correct answer was David Burrows. 28 of you went for Gary Ablett, but it was David Burrows. He only played in one Merseyside derby. He was crap. He was one of the worst players that has ever played for Everton. He didn't want to play for Everton. He couldn't care less. Yeah, crap. Okay. Sharpie, you've pulled it to, well, just less than 3,000. Of 4 places is Baz loves John Moss. He's the highest climber. Okay, the last question of the quiz. What is the combined goal scorers squad numbers the last time Everton won a derby? Human Toad says this is more intense than Season 8 of Game of Thrones. AJ says I've downloaded everything from the PS Universe. Now what file do I download my PS for my tab? It's up to you, mate. Whatever you want, whatever kit you want. And Joe says Sharpie 9 got the last 3 wrong. Cost me. Got Burrows though. Oof. Okay, what is the combined goal scorers squad numbers the last time Everton won a derby? Is it 16? Is it 22? Is it 27? Is it 30? Last question. Put everything into it. Leave everything on the pitch. Come on. Yeah. Okay, so the answer is 27. 29 if you got that right. It was Tim Cahill 17 plus Mikel Arteta's 10 equals 27. AJ, what file is your league on it with the League Legends, mate? I don't know, mate. It's the classic one. I think they might have made that one. I think what happened was they might have made that one specially. That was in that's on FIFA. That's on PES 19. So you'll have to ask them. Yeah. I also brought players in from other teams as well. Okay, here we go. The Friday night Everton pub quiz. In third place, 40 out of 50 was Kejan Man. Second place, 42 out of 50 was Sharpie 9. And number 1, 44 out of 50. 48,932 was Mike 140460. Well done to everyone. Runners up were Walshy and Dunlop. There you go, guys. Big thanks to everyone who took part, who watched. James says he'll take 5th. Ian Clark says he finished 28th. Christopher says thanks for a great quiz, Ped. Stay safe. Bertie says do this every Friday. Ian Clark says thanks, Ped. I'll try and do it every Friday. I'll try. It's a lot of work. It's also just, costs a lot of money. Joe says second place. Well done, Mike. Well done, Mike, indeed. There you go. That was good. Bertie says thanks. Thanks to everyone for taking part. It's good. It's good. It's good to throw the challenges at you. See what you can come up with. See what you can get. There you go. EFC Tom says, cheers, Ped. Cheers, Ped. JB says, tar, Ped. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. I'm glad you've come over and watched it. There you go. Big thanks to everyone for joining me on the show. Mark says, awesome, Ped. Lee says, thanks, mate. It's not a problem. I just hope that you've all been sitting at home in front of the telly, playing it with the family, and it's got you through a couple of hours. Mike, well done, mate. Well done for winning the quiz. Outstanding stuff. He says, cheers, no problem. Phil says, 8. Thanks for doing it. And James says, great fun. Cheers, Ped. No problem at all. My pleasure. Thank you for joining me. Carrie Ann says 20 out of 50. Yeah, but you got 10 out of 10 on the movies, so that's your strong point. Maka says, nice one, Ped. Finished 40th. Mark says, do it again, mate. I will. I'll try and do it again next week if I can. It's not a problem. Okay, I'm going to go. Thank you very much. And I'll see you all later. Bye.